Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you are watching this. It is morning for me right now. It's about 7:30. I just dropped off my son at school. And so now I'm home getting ready to get my day started, which as always starts with coffee. But I thought I would go ahead and record what I eat in a day. And this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I typically do them. Normally I just include the WW points and show you what those are for the day. I think the last one I did, I showed calories too. But this time what I'm going to do is I am going to be calculating everything, not only in the WW app and giving you points for everything, but I'm also going to be calculating everything in my Fitness Pal. And then I can give you calories, macros, sodium, all that good stuff as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing, kind of a comparison between the WW points and calories and macros. Let me know what you guys think of that. If that's something that you are going to want to see in the future, I will keep doing that. I have been kind of enjoying doing that myself. I have been using my Fitness Pal for a little bit now, just to kind of see the difference in what my calories and macros are compared to my WW points. So it's been kind of interesting. So I thought I would share that on here as well. But again, let me know what you think of that, and if you want me to keep doing that in the future. But that's how I'm going to be doing this one today. Let me turn you around, show you what I'm having for coffee. And here is my coffee this morning. My hubby brewed up a carafe of this stuff right here, the Invader coffee. And this stuff is, or this specific flavor is Bad Santa. We hadn't had this one before. It's pretty good. It's a Central South American blend with notes of vanilla, caramel, and macadamia, and it's very good. I have shown this coffee a couple different times. It's really good stuff. I love that it's veteran owned, but it's just really good coffee. I actually have a link for them now because I like them so much. I'll have that down below, but yeah, we drink a lot of this. Here's another one here that I don't know that I've shown. The Lucky Bastard Blend Irish Cream. And then we kind of got into this coffee with the Halloween flavors, I guess you could call them, but really good coffee. So that's what I'm having. In it, I've got a tablespoon of this Coffee Mate cinnamon roll, 0 sugar. And that is 15 calories, a tablespoon. Now this one, when you scan it, it says 0 points. A lot of them say 1 point. And I figured out, I think the difference is this has less carbs than the ones that are a point a serving. This says 1 carb, and I think the peppermint has more than that. So I think that's what's making the difference. But this does scan as 0 points, so that's what I'm going to go with for that. So my coffee, 0 points. My coffee creamer is 0 points. And then, of course, I've got my Hydro Flask over here with water, 0 points. That's going to start my day with 0 points. And this is going to be breakfast for me since I do fast. I will have my first meal at lunchtime, and I will be back at that point to show you what that is. For lunch today, I'm going to be making one of my childhood favorite recipes, and that is cottage cheese pancakes. These are super simple. I just do these in my Nutritional now. I used to do them in the blender, but it's a whole lot easier to do them in here. So those just start off with a cup of a lower fat cottage cheese. I'm just using this right here, the Kroger 2% milk fat. So a cup of that, a 1/4 cup self-rising flour, or you could use all-purpose. I kind of go back and forth on that. Either will work though. And then finally, you're gonna add in 4 eggs. Now, I believe I have this in the WW recipe builder as 3 servings. I used to do it as 6 small pancakes. Now I do it as 3. And typically I will only eat 1 or 2 of those, but today I'm planning on eating all 3 of them. So I just did want to point out though that this makes, I have it in at 3 servings. So you could make this and split this with somebody. And a lot of times I'll do that, but like I said, today I'm hungry, so I'm not going to be doing that. So now I'm just gonna put my lid on and blend this up in my Nutritional. And that is all there is to this. It is super, super simple. So I'll go ahead and cook these up. So now in a large frying pan here that I've got on a medium heat, I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of nonstick olive oil cooking spray. And then I'm gonna pour in roughly a third of my batter because again, I like to make these a little bigger now than I used to. And it makes about 3 large pancakes. Now these are gonna be very thin, almost crepe-like, but I still call them pancakes, but you can call them whatever you want. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook in there until I start to see little bubbles forming and kind of popping on the surface, and then that means it is ready to flip. All right, as you can probably see there's little bubbles that have formed and popped, and it's got a little more of a dry look to it, so this is ready to flip. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it, hopefully in one piece. Whoops, almost. Almost got it. I am a horrible pancake flipper. All right, there. So now I'm gonna let that cook for about another minute on that side, and then this is done. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other 2, and then I will be back. All right, I've got those all cooked. Went ahead and topped them with a cup of a triple berry. They're frozen, that I just went ahead and put in the microwave for 30 seconds to thaw them out a little bit. So there's a cup of the triple berries there. And then I'm gonna be using some of the sugar-free pancake syrup. Serving is 2 tablespoons, 15 calories. I'm gonna be using that, and that is a point on WW. So I'm gonna go ahead and just measure it out to get it correctly. So that's an 1/8 cup or 2 tablespoons, measuring cup here. And just put that on top. And a tip with this sugar-free syrup that I'm sure most people know, but I did not know, is you need to refrigerate this stuff. The first stuff I bought, I ended up throwing it out because I didn't realize it was supposed to be refrigerated, but it does say on there, refrigerate after opening. So just a little tip for anybody that didn't know that. But anyway, so that is gonna be my pancakes. I'm also gonna have a banana with that and my water and my Hydro Flask. So again, 8 points for the pancakes, 0 for the berries on top, a point for the syrup makes those 9 points total. Banana is 0 points, water is 0 points, which is gonna make my lunch total for today 9 points. And like I said, that's a lot of pancake. I don't know if it's picking up how much is there, but there's a lot there. That's gonna be really filling. You definitely don't need that much, but I'm feeling it today, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat all 3 of those. But I will see you back for snack. So for my snack today, I'm gonna be doing something that I do quite a bit, and that starts with this Hormel turkey pepperoni, 70% less fat. I'm gonna be using a serving of these, which is 30 grams or 17 slices, and that's 70 calories. Actually, now sometimes I'll weigh these out, but what I've been doing lately since I've been making these is I just put 16 of them on here. So one shy of the serving size, but it works out because of how I do these, which I'll show you here in a second. So I'm just gonna put 16 of these on here, like that. And then I'm gonna take a Member's Mark cheese stick. These are the light ones. They're 2 points a piece. And I'm gonna cut this into 16 pieces. So that is why I just do 16 of those instead of the 17, because it's a whole lot easier to figure out 16 little slices of cheese than it is 17. So I just cut these in halves, halves again, halves again, and then halves again to give me the 16 pieces. Now that I've got all those cut, I just go ahead and have them roll across my counter. Let's go ahead and they're still rolling. That's awesome. Put one in the middle of each piece of pepperoni. I think I have one on top of, yes I do. I have one rolled under my plate. Real life here, guys. I'm gonna just leave all that in too. Okay, so gonna top all of these with a little piece of the cheese. That rhymes. Like that. And then I go ahead and just put this in my microwave for about 45 seconds to a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. And here they are out of the microwave, and that is all there is to that. It's just really super simple snack. And I don't know why, but eating them this way is just really satisfying. It's more satisfying than just eating them, you know, the pepperoni and the cheese separate. But yeah, I've just been really enjoying this, so I thought I'd show you guys that. So this is 4 points for this, and then along with it, I'm gonna be having a couple mandarins. Really been enjoying the mandarins lately. And then I've got my water in my Hydro Flask. So 0 points for the mandarins and the water, and 4 points for my little pepperoni guys here. Is gonna make my snack total for today 4 points. I'm gonna go ahead and eat these before they get cold, and I'll see you back at dinner. For dinner tonight, I'm just having leftovers, and that is this Kielbasa spinach soup. I showed how to make this in my latest What's for Dinner, so if you didn't see that, you can see how I make it. And that video, I'll go ahead and link that up above and down below. This stuff is really good though, and it is 5 points for a serving, which is roughly 1 1/3 cups, which is what I've got there. So that's all I'm doing for dinner tonight. I'm not doing any type of side or anything with it, just keeping it super simple. I have got some points left after dinner, and I've got a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I thought I would make up some muffins really quick. I'm just gonna be doing a cranberry white chocolate muffin, oatmeal muffin. These are really easy. I have a version of these that I filmed already up on my channel. I'm gonna be doing that, but altering it just a little bit. So I thought I'd show you real quick how I make these. I've got a medium-sized bowl here. I'm gonna add in a cup of rolled oats, a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. And then finally, 1/2 cup of Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. This stuff right here, just the classic. And I'm gonna just get all of that stirred together really well, or whisked together. That looks good. So now I'm gonna set that aside. And now in a large bowl, I'm gonna add in a cup of plain fat-free Greek yogurt, a 1/4 cup unsweetened applesauce, large egg, and then I'm gonna mix the 3 of those together really well. Okay, I've got that mixed together, and I'm gonna pour in my dry ingredients and stir those in. And now I'm gonna add in a 1/2 cup of these dried cranberries. They're 50% less sugar. And then 70 grams or 5 servings of these Lily's white chocolate chip baking chips, or white chocolate style baking chips. So I'm gonna go ahead and weigh these out real quick. There's 70 grams. Now I'm gonna just fold the 2 of those into my batter. I've got my muffin tin here lined with 10 silicone cups. And now I'm gonna take an ice cream scoop. I'm gonna just fill these. And I've got my oven preheating to 375 right now. Okay, I've got these all filled, and I'm gonna put them in my oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. I baked these for 25 minutes. They're looking done, so I pulled them out, and I'm gonna let them cool for just a couple minutes before I get into them. Okay, and here they are cooled. I've got all but 2 of them on a plate here, and I'm gonna be having 1 of those, which is 4 points. But I'll go ahead and show you what they look like inside. So you can see, maybe, they're nice and moist. These are really good. I love the combo of the kind of tart cranberry with the sweet white chocolate in these. Just really, really good. So I'm gonna be eating that for 4 points. And that is going to end my day with 21 points, I believe. But I will go ahead and now show you kind of my totals for the day as far as WW points and calories and macros go. But first, I'm gonna go enjoy this. So here I've got my Fitness Pal and WW up. My Fitness Pal is on the left and WW on the right. So as you can see there, my total goal for calories is 1490. I used 1368. So I had 122 calories left. I had 17 carbs left, 5 grams of fat left, and I went over 20 on my protein. They have me a goal of 75, which I actually think is a little bit low. So I'm fine with going over on the protein. My sodium, I went way over. 1310, that's pretty bad, but I knew that was gonna be bad because I had a lot of high sodium stuff this day. Sugar, I went over 2. So I did okay on calories, carbs, and fat, not so well on protein, sodium, and sugar, but that's okay. So that was my day in macros and calories. And then for WW, I used 22 of my 23 points. So I've got 1 remaining. Breakfast was 0, lunch was 9, dinner was 5, and snacks were 8. So that's kind of just a look or comparison of the two. For me, 1490 calories versus 23 points and how I use both. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, let me know if you like seeing the additional nutritional info on here from my Fitness Pal, because I will definitely do that in the future. But I hope this was maybe helpful to you guys. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.